Hi there, it's Diane Evans with StampinWithDiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. So today what I'm working on is an Easter project, and I'm actually going to do a very simple duplicatable Easter basket. So we're using a Springtime Joy. It's such a cute set. It's got some adorable little critters on here. So we're going to use this to make our Easter basket. Now, another thing that I'm also doing is I'm going to be using a lot of other different supplies. So before I forget, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do that. And then also down below, there is a bell. Hit that bell and you'll get notified every time that I upload a new video. So, okay, we are using a Springtime Joy stamp set, but I'm also using this Arrange a Wreath. I love this Happy Easter that's on there. This is still available in our annual catalog. This is in our June to June or January to June mini catalog. Other things that I'm actually using on this particular basket is going to be the special day. And it's this die here that I'm actually using, and it's grass. So we're going to be using that on our basket as well. And I'm also gone ahead and I've cut out these ornate frames, and this is a particular one that's kind of stitched, and it's an ornate frame. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I will be using lots of different blends in this particular card as well. All right, so I have a piece of Very Vanilla, and this Very Vanilla is 6 inches by 6 inches, and it's scored at 2 inches and 4 inches, and then I've just turned it around and scored it at another 2 and 4 inches. All of these measurements and score lines and everything will be on my blog, and down below the video it will have a link to my blog with all these measurements on it as well. So on this particular thing, I just go in and I just cut up to the 2 inch on this side. We're just going to cut up to the 2 inch on this side as well, and then we're just going to turn it completely around and cut it up to the 2 inches on this side. Like I say, this is pretty simple basket, little paper basket to make. So we've got it just like that, and now what I want to do is I want to go in and get a really good score line on all of that. So I'm just going to use my bone folder. We're just going to score there and score on all of these as well. Score that one too, and then we'll just go and score these ones as well. And then I'm going to, this is going to go up like this as a basket, but I want these edges to be rounded. So I'm coming in with my trio punch, and I'm just going to put that in there. Now, the key to this punch is not to hit on the side, but to hit right in the middle, and it'll punch evenly every time. Let's just get those quickly done, and like this. So we just have it like that. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to glue these parts on to begin with so that we can go ahead and I can decorate as we go along. So for the ease of this, I'm using my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going in and just putting it there. I'm just going to hold it for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and put some more glue on this side as well. I like how you've got a bit of wiggle room with this glue, and it allows you to make sure that things are relatively straight. So, and then we're just going to go do the same thing on the other side. Check that to make sure it's okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there too. So basically, we've almost got our basket done except for the decorations and putting the handle on as well. I'm going to put the handle on at the end. Right. So let's just let that sit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp all of these different images and the critters and everything. I'm using Memento ink because I am using my blends on here. The Memento ink is a water-based ink, and the blends are alcohol-based. So it works really well to combine the two. Don't use a solvent ink like Stays On, because it won't work as well. So I'm just going to come in with some of my other images from this stamp set. I'm using almost all of the images. Got our little bunny, because we have to, whoops, that didn't stamp very good, did it? So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that again. And we've got a halo, but I'm turning around and I'm actually, I'm fussy cutting all of these. So that sort of thing is not going to be a bad thing for this. Put that back in there. We're going to use each of the flowers. And we want the Easter basket as well. We only need one of those. So just put that there. Let's see what else have I got here. Oh, I've got the tulips. So we need a couple of those tulips. And also, there's a cute little chick that's with there as well. Okay, we're going to let those just dry a little bit. But for the ease of this particular video, I have gone ahead and done all the coloring on there. And also all the cutting out of all the images on there. So I'll bring those in. I have those all done there. And then, but we do have to go and stamp our images, or I mean our words, onto different things. So I've cut out some of these labels, and this one is going to go Welcome Spring. And I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. I think the Bermuda Bay really makes it show up. Now I'm hoping I'm going to get this straight, because it's difficult when I do it when I'm working with the camera in the way. So let's just hope I've got that right. Oh, not too bad. And then I'm going to also, I got a halo on there and I don't really like that. So I can just go ahead and re-stamp that onto the back of that. Let me just turn that over. And then whoops. Oh my goodness. We're going to go here. There we go. And then we're also going to go and we're going to put on here Happy Easter. Now the Happy Easter is a photopolymer one, because it's from that Arrange a Wreath. So I'm actually going to bring in my paper piecing mat, and we're just going to put those words on there as well. And I'm using the Bermuda Bay too. When I paint, I get stuff all over myself, and it seems that when I'm stamping, I'm starting to get more ink on myself as well. All right, so we've got that there. It's going to go there. And like I say, the Happy Spring or Welcome Spring, I'm going to go and I'm going to stamp that again. I'm hoping I can get all that off and not have... There we go. Now, a light tap will make this better. I don't want that on here because that's what gives me sometimes some images. So let's go. We'll just keep our fingers crossed on that one. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, so now what I want to do is I just want to start decorating the basket. So now I have cut a couple strips of this, and it is cut, like I said, from this special day. So I'm just going to actually just put that across there. So I'm going to put the glue on there. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on both sides right away. So I'm just going to put this here, match it up along the bottom. And then I'm going to, once it's dry, Just going to hold that down for a second. And once it's dry, then I'm just going to trim it off, and then I'm going to do the other side as well. So we're just going to trim this off like this. And I can trim this side. This one's just come up just a bit. I'm just going to move that down. And then I just line up the scissors and just cut down. Now again, I'm going to do that on the other side because we're decorating both sides of the box, right? And let's go ahead and put that there and there. And we can actually let that sit for a bit and decorate the other side, so that I think what happened was it slipped because I didn't have it good and dry. All right, so here are the images. I've got my lamb, so we can go and let's put our lamb, say, just about over here. We can have it kind of underneath that grass. And it's not stuck underneath it, but it's underneath it. And then I can put some of the flowers. So I think I'll put some flowers over here. We'll put our thing there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put dimensionals onto the back of this because I want that part to pop up. So let's just take that off. I know roughly where I'm going to be putting these, so it'll work out okay. And then I'm just going to come in with my take your pick tool and just take these backings off of the dimensionals, and then let's slip that back down underneath that grass again. There we go. Now I'm going to put Happy Easter, I believe I'm going to put up over here. So we need some more dimensionals on there as well. Everything's all about dimensionals, right? You want to make sure that you pop up everything where you can, and that's what gives you your extra dimension. So that we can put that up there. And then these flowers here, I think they need the small dimensionals, so I'll come in with some of those. I just put those up at the top part because the bottom is going to go underneath the grass. We're hoping that I didn't glue it too much to that part. So let's see. There we go. Let's put that one right about there. And then let's put this one down about, oops. Want that a little lower, maybe even behind. And you know, it doesn't matter if it goes off the edge, it's all good, right? And then I think, let's see, and I'm going to put this little butterfly over there. It's kind of not going the right way, but let's go and just put him off to this distance over there. All right, so we have that one side done. Now I'm just going to come in and trim off this again. Let's trim off this side as well. And now we can decorate this. So we have the little Easter bunny. So I'm going to put him down about there. I've got some flowers. I'll put one here, and I think I'll put one over here. No, I just put that there. And I thought I had the chick here. I'm not sure where my little chick went to. Oh well. I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on there. And put another one in there. Just kind of get that underneath there. Now I want to put Welcome Spring, so let's put Welcome Spring coming up here. Don't want this to go off too much because I've got it on the other side. I've got the printing, so we kind of don't want that to pop off at the thing there, which it won't now. And then I have, let's see, I thought I had a little There it is. The little, I think we'll just put him on with a bit of glue. Put that onto the spring one here. And then the basket we can pop up. Let's put some flowers over there. One of them isn't stamped as well as the other one, so I'll put this one here. There we go. And then I can put this one over here. And I still want to put that chick on there, so I think what I can do is I can turn around. I'm going to actually put this flower coming out kind of from him. And then the chick I'm just going to grab from here. And just to show you how simple it really is to color this particular chick, I just used So Saffron, the light So Saffron. And then I turned around and I used Daffodil Delight, the light Daffodil Delight, to give a little bit of dimension on here. Not a lot. And then I just used some pumpkin pie for the beak. And that was a light pumpkin pie that I used. And then I just quickly went in and fussy cut, because I'm not sure where that little chickie went. And when I do fussy cut, I make sure I leave a little tiny bit of room around the edges. That allows for not having to have it right to the end. And sometimes when you go in and cut a little too close, and you see how I just, and I'm not really particular with the way that I do cut that. So let's go. Lots of stuff on this particular one, that's for sure. But, you know, it's like little kids like to see lots of different things. So instead of it being like an overkill, it kind of just sort of, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and attach the handle. The thing I suggest that you do is just curl it just a bit. Makes it very easy. And then we're just going to use the glue as well to add to that. So I'm just going to bring that down like that. I'm going to just hold that for a second and get rid of all of this stuff off of here. And then I'm going to glue this part down here as well. And there we have our basket, and we can fill it. And I'll show you one that's been filled. So I've just gone ahead and I've used some grass. We could use different colored grass, but then I filled it up with different chocolate eggs on there. So there's our basket. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me the thumbs up. Ask any questions. I do go back into all the comments and everything else. Also, if you live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Whoops, now we're having the chocolates come out all over the place. I would love to be your demonstrator. If you use the host code, I have a very generous reward program. This is the host code that's going on currently. It does change often just because of the different orders that I do put in. So use that. I do give tutorials away, and I also have other rewards as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a great day. Thanks so much.